A huge change or transformation has occurred, a transformation of Iraq like no other they have ever experienced. It has come on the heels of being released from Chapter 7. I am in close contact with the CBI committee that is responsible for rolling out the project to delete the zeros. I get weekly statuses that are telling us that Iraq is only moving ahead and not backwards. I am told it won't be long. Exchange rate rises in local markets as dollar selling platform in Iraq nears completion. I will show you the thousands of places where IQD's type of bank will be. Those are the CBI private banks where you can exchange the IQD for whatever currency you want. If you're at a bank in Michigan, it's converted to American dollars. If you're in Australia, it's converted to Australian currency, and so forth and so forth. For everybody outside of Iraq it will be super easy because of all of these exchange centers they are setting up. Saudi Arabia worked heavily to get Iraq ready to be able to have accession to the WTO. You haven't heard about that lately, have you? Probably not. I haven't really either. The truth is it is ongoing in the background. Iraqi banks outside of Iraq, when you visit one of these banks it may be easier to ask for the currency of the country you are in. You can then transfer the monies into your PayPal or bank account, whereas you would not be able to transfer the monies, using the Iraqi dinar, then convert the currency once you're back in the United States into US dollars. I did speak with a redemption center/redeeming bank contact who said they are expecting to work this weekend. This was surprising. He did not know if they are doing year-end stuff or something else. They were asked to bring laptops for some reason. Maybe some kind of training, and they will be calling clients for wealth management, or will it be redemption related? They do not know. Remember that redemption centers/redeeming banks are part of existing banks. And many people trained for our exchanges/redemptions work for those banks in wealth management already. My contacts are trained by banks to exchange foreign currencies, and they work in wealth management for the bank. TV is talking about allowing electronic passports to the United States of America. Cities like Los Angeles and Michigan. They're saying there are large numbers of Iraqis in those two USA states. Iraqis in USA will have money to get back here. Maybe if they give us our money, these Iraqi citizens will be able to travel back to the country they left. We think this means something. Frank, you're seeing it correctly. Sadoni is reaching out brilliantly to the core of Iraqis that ran away back in 2003. Sadoni is welcoming them back and making it easy for them with these passports. How do you feel about Chase Bank being in your country? Aki, it's okay. We work with all kinds of banks. Chase is going to be the largest player in the exchange of the Iraqi dinar. Chase is very vital to our monetary reform success. Chase is not in Iraq to lose money. Get ready. The exchange rate is about to rise again, the dollar selling platform will stop, and the shock is coming. The dollar auctions are what's the problem. That's where the corruption is, and that's about ready to go bye-bye because, Alak, said he's getting rid of the black market. The things he's doing is naturally gradually getting it done. I think by changing the exchange rate with Article 12 in the Gazette, budget being exposed, we're going to find out, they're not paying salaries and not reopening the oil after losing $20 billion to keep the exchange rate at 1,310. That doesn't make sense to anybody. Mr. Sami told me the dollar auctions were the main and only thing that was holding down the value of the Iraqi dinar, and now that Iraq has opened channels to the international countries for money transfers, and when the black market of the dollar auction closes, it will allow the value of our currency to go up. Frank, I agree with him 100%, the stoppage of the auctions is the key to everything. All of the other dominoes are going to fall one after the other at a very fast pace. Sadoni is working very hard to make sure that he closes the auctions with everything in place in order to give you purchasing power he promised you. I am getting more rumors on rates. Two more contractors believes it will be in the $3.92 range. The one I have most confidence is still staying quiet on the rate. He says yes, we had meetings, and are negotiating rates, but nothing more. I am told by my CBI contact that if it is successful after monitoring for inflation, then if all is good, the CBI will launch the project to delete the zeros and we know what comes next. They will have to also launch the new peg of the IQD to the new basket of currencies. Are you happy yet? The developments that have taken place in the region over the past months, starting with the Zionist aggression on Gaza and southern Lebanon, and the dramatic change in the political system in Syria at the hands of extremist groups supported by America and Turkey, have posed a threat to the countries of the region, including Iraq. This is the beginning of the implementation of the American Zionist-Turkish conspiratorial plan to change the map of the new Middle East, as indicated by the stinking Prime Minister of the Zionist entity, Netanyahu, at the United Nations after presenting the black map of the new Middle East. This calls on us to be extremely cautious and to take measures and fortifications at all levels to confront the malicious conspiratorial project in the region. The suspicious movements of some Iraqi politicians who are in harmony with this project abroad must be aborted, and these people must be questioned before the Iraqi people to determine the nature of these movements, even if they appear to be private calls, but their backstage hides something. The leaks indicate that Khamis el-Khanjar made a secret visit to Damascus and met with al-Jilani. Several questions stand behind them and need answers. Among those questions are, what were the reasons for the visit? Why al-Khanjar? Was it with al-Sudani's knowledge? Did he convey a specific message? What were its results? Questions that must be answered. Al-Fatah Alliance leader Ali al-Fatlawi confirmed to al-Maluma that the information leaked about the meeting between Khamis el-Khanjar and al-Jilani is still unconfirmed, but if those leaks are true, then the government has nothing to do with the visit because the government's position is clear and announced to everyone. He added, "It is known that there is a convergence of visions between the new Syrian regime and some political figures in Iraq, including Khamis el-Khanjar, and both receive external support and share interests and visions, especially their position on the axis of resistance and the popular mobilization forces, as they are the main obstacle facing them." He stressed that achieving their visions in this regard is a fantasy, because Iraq and the Iraqi leadership in 2024 are not as they were in 2014. Also, the fortified force that the Iraqi state is fortified with from security forces and the popular mobilization forces and the development of its armament capabilities will stand strongly against any conspiracy that may occur. As for the announced visit made by the Speaker of Parliament to the United States of America at this time that the region is going through, it raises 1,000 question marks. Political circles and observers of regional affairs warned against this visit, and some described it as suspicious, especially since it included American states with a Jewish majority. For his part, political observer Sabak al-Akili described Mohammed al-Halbasi's visit to the United States of America as suspicious, especially at this time, and there are many question marks on it, and he must be questioned, indicating that al-Halbasi seeks to have a presence in the political process.